March 4th, Sunday. No church for me. I had really thought I might try. I was thinking maybe if I just push myself and just get dressed. And then I thought, really? Looking like this? Feeling like this? So I listened online. My night was, oh my golly, how do you survive those nights? Besides waking up with anxiety and just, you can't describe this anxiety. It's so horrendous. But then my phone starts. I turn my phone off and just leave it on vibrate, and it starts vibrating at 2:20. My husband's like, Lane, your phone. Well, it only means one thing. It can only mean one thing. Something's happened to my mother. I swear this dog pees more than anyone in the entire world. Goes in and out 40 times a day. So I answer the phone with my heart racing out of my chest as if it hadn't already, but now it's really racing. Electricity through my entire body, thinking, what now? Oh my God. I couldn't even understand the woman. She's babbling. And I'm like, what? What? And she starts talking, I go, are you even speaking English? And click. It was a wrong number. 2:20 in the morning. I get a wrong number from some Spanish-speaking crazy person. Needless to say, it probably took me an hour before I dozed off after that. I could have taken something, but I didn't. I just laid there and tried to calm down and thinking, Lord, when is this ever going to end? When am I not going to have these feelings? But I only dozed and woke up and dozed and woke up. It was, again, a horrible night of sleep. Horrible. But I went out last night. Around 6:45, I went to TJ Maxx. Bought myself a new necklace. For what? Because it makes me happy. I don't have the wherewithal to, especially at TJ Maxx, because their clothes are all just bunched together. It's not like, if you go into like Target, all the same thing is in racks, so you just find your size. TJ Maxx, it's like, I tried to look through the clothes to try to find, and I was like, my mind can't handle it, and I was really woozy and off balance, and I just did it because I had sat in the house the entire day, and I just needed to get out of this house. So that's what I did after I had left you my last vlog. I did go out. My husband fixed the internet on the TV down in the basement, so I'm going to go get on the treadmill in a couple minutes. My anxiety is nothing like it was yesterday, though. And I still took the 2 vitamin B. Maybe I should knock on wood. It hasn't started yet. It's just that I feel dopey and ucky, and that's why I thought, can I call my daughter and son-in-law? Because my husband's already left to go grocery shopping. He goes to 3 grocery stores to do our grocery shopping. 3. So he's not home and won't be home for a while, but should I just call them and ask them to pick me up on their way to church, and I'm just going to go with them? But like I said just a minute ago, I'm too dopey feeling and too, when am I not going to feel like this? When? It's hard. As you all know, it's really hard. it's hard to just stay, to try to stay positive. And I am. Haven't cried yet. I'm keeping my oath that I'm not going to let those words come out of my mouth. Although this morning, the crack of dawn, I was thinking it. It was in my mind. I H-A-T-E this, God. So I've already taken the olive leaf and the oregano oil this morning. Back on it. Let's see. 2 weeks back on it. I'll keep you updated. I mean, I guess we're looking more forward to maybe the LDN doing something as I increase the LDN. Wouldn't that be a miracle? Wouldn't that just be a complete miracle if this fixed me? Can't walk outside. Probably won't be able to walk outside for I don't know how long because the weather is not looking good. Snow showers a couple more times this coming week. Just low 30s. Just crappy weather. So that's my morning. Per usual. Waking up horrible, but man, that phone call at 2:20 in the morning. Whew. If you're already having anxiety, that is the last thing you need, is to have a phone call in the middle of the night with somebody talking. I mean, they were talking frantically. So because my mother wears this necklace that is motion activated, because with her dementia, she wouldn't necessarily remember to hit the button. And so they'll call me first. The company is instructed to call me first to see, because they'll say, Donna, they'll come across the loudspeaker, Donna Joe, are you okay? Do you need assistance? And she can either not respond at all, or, yeah, I fell, but I just need somebody to help me up, or something like that. So they're instructed to call me first and tell me, your mother's phone, but she seems to be okay. Do you want us to send the fire department? Because they're the ones who'll go and pick people up. So that's what I was expecting, that this person was from that company. But she was like, I can't even do Spanish. And I'm like, what? What? Because I'm like, what happened? And then she starts talking again. I'm like, that's not even English. I go, are you even speaking English? I'm like, what the heck? Normal people could have handled that phone call a lot better, I'm sure. But I am so far from being normal. So very far. So that's my morning so far. What do you like that necklace? I probably would take it back. It's just got little crystals in it. But there was like a solid sterling silver just heart on the same kind of chain. And I think I'll just go and get that, not today, but return this and get that. I think I like that better. Keep trying to find. I had this one necklace that I wore forever. I never took it off, and it was a little heart with little crystals in it, and it was stationary. So the chain hooked on either side of the heart, and it was 16 inches, but it literally sat like this on my neck. I never took that necklace off until it broke, and there was no fixing it. And I have never found. I keep trying to buy necklaces that it can be my everyday necklace, like that little crystal that I bought a while ago. That chain was stupid. That didn't work. Like, I don't have better things to worry about than my necklace, right? But it's those little teeny things that can make you feel a little okay about yourself. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. I babbled already for 10 minutes about nothing. See you later. Well, I thought I'd let you know what's going on. Yep, rushing over to my mother's. She just caught me in a complete She's completely out of her mind again. Accusing me of having people kidnap her. Now she's been kidnapped and being held against her will. And why would I do that? She's crying. I was trying to reorient her as far as just like, you know, you're in a safe place. This is where you're going to stay. No, you got to come and get me. Why would you do this to me? Nobody asked me. She doesn't recognize her surroundings whatsoever. I'm telling her, Mom, just trying to talk to her until I get over there. You know, look at you. That's your couch. Well, people just put something in there that looks like it to confuse me even more. I mean, I can't imagine what it feels like to be in her mind right now. My mind's bad enough. But to be that confused and completely lost, and instead of her being quiet, some people with this dementia would just get quiet and withdrawn and kind of get to the point that they don't even talk. Not my mother. My mother is combative, argumentative. Nothing I'm going to say is going to convince her. Nothing. So now I got to get over there and I got to pull out pictures. I have to show her pictures that she owns in her in a cabinet and say, look at, these are all your pictures of your family. Why would they be here if this wasn't your play? Guess I'll be really versed good with dementia patients once I'm done with her, because this is all new. This is all new territory for me. And I don't feel good. My head is whack-a-doodle. But I don't have a choice. Can't leave her screaming and crying and carrying on, and, you know, because I've yet to get the security system in place because I'm waiting for her bill to come, because I don't have her account number, and I can't just call Verizon and tell them to put Wi-Fi in her house without information in regards to her account, even though I should have never put it in her name. I don't know why, but when she moved here 2 years ago, she was somewhat with it. She was actually still paying some of her bills. So I thought that I should put these things in her name. Should have never put anything in her name. Everything should have been in my name. Got to talk to them about doing that, changing this over, and bills being sent to my house and everything. Anyway, I'm here. This is her building. Here we go. Here we go. So we're taking a walk. I'm videotaping you, so you just know. We're taking a walk. Get her out of the apartment. Does this look familiar to you, the elevator?
Of course.
Okay, well, because you were telling me that the apartment didn't look familiar, so I don't know if any of this looks familiar to you.
When did I say that?
Well, that's why I'm here. You called me.
I didn't call you to ask you why you were here.
You want to go into the community room?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm leaving. That was quite the to-do. I ended up having to call my sister and have her reiterate everything I had said to calm her down, make her believe that I wasn't out to kill her and hurt her and lie to her and who knows what. And it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. Thank God she lives a mile away. If I did try to move her any farther away, I could not do this. I couldn't be driving across town every time she has one of these fits. I literally just pray the Lord will take her before it gets any worse. I know that sounds horrible, but it's not. Because she's suffering. She's not living any quality of life. She sits at her table. She thinks she's doing word searches. I bought her a bunch of large print word search books. She can't even do that. She's circling a bunch of letters that she thinks is making up a word. Sometimes she gets the right word if it's straight across and you can actually read it, but I turn the TV on. I don't think she watches any TV. She literally just sits at her table or goes to bed and lays in bed. So, Lord, take her. I don't understand this long-suffering business. Anyway, I just wish I was well because I could deal with this on a whole different level. And I was listening when I was on the treadmill this morning. Oh no, wrong. I was watching TV when I was on the treadmill. I was listening on the radio when I was crocheting. Locally, they're going to be, a doctor is opening up a new hospice home. He's calling it the Little Brick House. And, oh, my hand is starting to ache. And, my mother-in-law went into a facility that's run by the nunnery in the city, Francis House. That's where she went. But anyways, this doctor wants to open up another place closer out to where we live. And they're putting out the word out there for any volunteers. They need to start staffing. And, 99% of these places are staffed by volunteers. They have to have a couple... I imagine some of the nursing has to be paid. I don't even know. But I'm a nurse. I would love to be able to volunteer at this place. Pass meds, help people transition and going into the afterlife. But no, I'm too sick. I can't do anything. And it's so stifling because it's been like this, gotten worse and worse and worse with every year. When I first got sick, I still was working. I still was watching my first grandchild on any day I had off. And then the second year, then I got taken out of work, but I still babysat quite a bit. Because by that time I had a second grandchild. By the third year, fourth year, now we're into the fifth year. I'm just venting. Because it's like something's got to change. Something has to happen here. I can't keep doing this. But I'm home, so I'm going to sign off and check in with you later. Hi. Home. And just done. Another day. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to end this vlog, except that being the caregiver of somebody when you're so sick really puts things into perspective. Like on the way over, I was saying how much I would love to volunteer at this hospice house. Yet I can't even take care of my mother. Who am I fooling, right? Who am I fooling? What am I dreaming about, I must be smoking crack. Can't take care of my own mother, and yet I think Wouldn't it be nice? Well, wouldn't it be nice? Yes. Anyway. That's that. Sunday. Nothing else to tell you about. Nothing to report. Just I'm crocheting and I'm listening to the radio. Sid's making roast beef, mashed potatoes, gravy, carrots. Beautiful dinner. Very, very fortunate. I don't deserve him at all. I really don't. He does, gives, gives, and I do nothing. So, trying to plan my granddaughter's birthday party. It's her 5th. I'm getting confused with dates now. Let's see. Yeah, she's turning 5, I believe. Yeah, she's turning 5 at the end of this month, but we're gonna celebrate it on the 16th, because that's, or the 17th. The 16th is my mother-in-law's birthday. She passed away in October, and I might have mentioned this in past vlogs, that my daughter and son-in-law, when she was still alive, the last couple of weeks of her life, they went over there several times in a row and interviewed her, and it's called Legacy Video. So they get to interview her and ask her questions about her life, and then she actually has time to leave messages to all of us. So it's going to be really rough on all of us to watch this video. But to celebrate her life and her birthday, and then Livy, my granddaughter, and her shared birthdays a couple of years in a row. We did a family party and had, the birthday for both of them. So we're going to do it again this year. So I'm trying to plan that. I make a bunny rabbit cake because it's near Easter. I don't know if I'll do that this time. Bunny rabbit, where you take 2 round cakes and you cut one like this, and I'd have to show you. But I'm just trying to get the family to acknowledge that we're going to do it, and what do we want to do for food, and who's going to bring what, and all that. So I'm going to sign off and go back to crocheting. Thank God I like to crochet, right? Or I'd be really up the creek without a paddle right now. I hope you all found today to be well. Hope that those of you who got to church and was blessed by that. It's the first Sunday of the month, and at my church, that's when we take communion. So I missed communion another month. I told my friend last night, come May, the end of May, it will be a whole year since I've been in church. That church. I've gone to my daughter's church a couple times in this last year, but my church, it's been a year in May, and I haven't partaked in communion since then. Okay, God bless you all. Lord willing, we'll be back at it again.